Hi guys! Welcome sa Engineered Math Channel. So, ang topic natin ngayon is for differential calculus, which is about wait lang guys. Limits at infinity. So, new lesson na to. Meron na tayong previous lessons about two-sided limits, one-sided limits, and infinite limits. So, kung hindi nyo pa napapanood yon, ililink ko na lang sa description para ma-check nyo muna para mas magets nyo rin tong lesson natin ngayon. Okay? Para may idea na kayo. So, ano ba yung limits at infinity? Ibig sabihin, meron tayong form ng limit of f of x as x approaches positive infinity and limit of f of x as x approaches negative infinity. Okay? So, let's say equal sa L equal L1, L2. So, ang ina-approach na value ni x is infinity. Positive infinity, ibig sabihin, palaki ng palaki sa positive values. Tapos, negative infinity, palaki ng palaki sa negative values or palit ng paliit, di ba? So, ano yung tatandaan nating theorem kapag nag-solve tayo ng limits at infinity? So, itong dalawa. So, kung meron tayong limit, lagyan natin ng sign to. Limit ng 1 over x to the r as x approaches positive infinity and limit of 1 over x to the r as x approaches negative infinity, pareho silang equal sa 0 for any positive integer r. So, which makes sense, di ba? Kapag meron kang 1 over x na nag-a-approach sa infinity, tapos niraise mo pa siya sa r, di ba magzi-zero yon? Imagine ninyo, meron kang fraction 1 over, let's say, 999. So, pwede nyo dagdagan ng 9 pa, 99999. Let's say, naka-squared. Okay, yung r natin is 2. Mag-a-approach yan sa 0. Diba? Times 10 to the negative, 6, oh. Lalo pag dinagdagan nyo pa ng 9. So, mag-a-approach na sa 0. Ganon din naman kapag approaching negative infinity. So, kapag nilagay nyo dito is negative 99999. Diba? Mag-a-approach pa rin siya sa 0. Kasi times 10 to the negative 12. So, ito yung gagamitin nating formula kapag nag-evaluate ng limits at infinity. So, para ma-illustrate natin, mag-solve tayo ng problems. Okay? Evaluate the following limits. Number 1, limit of 4x minus 3 over 2x plus 5 as x approaches positive infinity. So, kapag meron tayong fraction, rational expression, no? Algebraic expression, tapos nag-a-approach yung x sa positive infinity or pwede rin sa negative infinity, ang gagawin nyo dito, i-multiply nyo or i-divide nyo both numerator and denominator by the highest power, depende kung sa numerator or denominator, highest power nung x na makikita nyo. Or actually, kahit yung palagi nyo na lang i-consider is yung power ng denominator, okay lang. So, dahil pareho naman tayo na x to the first, yung degree ng numerator is first degree din, tsaka yung denominator first degree. So, ang i-divide natin, both numerator and denominator is x. Or kung susundin nyo yung sinabi ko na kahit i-divide nyo na lang palagi by the highest or by the denominator, by the highest power ng denominator, which is x, diba? So, yun yung pang-divide natin. So, ang gagawin ko, di-divide muna natin both numerator and denominator by x. Or pwede kayong ibig sabihin yan, mag-multiply tayo ng 1 over x, both numerator and denominator. So, i-distribute nyo ngayon yung 1 over x. So, magiging limit ng 4x times 1 over x. Eh, di ba makakancel nyo na yung x? 4 na lang. Minus 3 times 1 over x, 3 over x. All over, sa baba din, multiply 1 over x. Distribute. 2x times 1 over x. Cancel yung x, 2 na lang. Plus 5 times 1 over x, 5 over x. Then limit as x approaches positive infinity. Ngayon, pwede nyong i-apply yung theorem. Ito yung sa taas. Kapag meron kang power of x sa denominator, tapos yung limit ay kinukuha mo as x approaches positive or negative infinity, 0 yon automatic. So, alin dito yung may mga power of x sa denominator? Si 3 over x saka si 5 over x. So, actually, pwede nyong i-distribute yung limit sa bawat term. Kuha nyo yung limit ng 4, limit minus limit ng 3 over x, over limit ng 2, plus limit ng 5 over x as x approaches positive infinity. Pero hindi ko na i-distribute. So, ibig sabihin, automatic na yan, kukuhain natin yung limit ng bawat isa, bawat term, both sa numerator and denominator, as x approaches infinity. So, ano yung limit ng 4 as x approaches infinity? Diba pag constant, ang limit ng any constant, kahit ano pang i-approach na value ni x is that same constant. So, 4 minus 3 over x. So, basta may power of x tayo sa denominator. Limit nun as x approaches positive infinity and even negative infinity, 0. Tapos sa baba, so yung limit ng 2 constant din, di ba? So, ang limit niyan is 2 pa rin. Plus, so limit ng 5 over x as x approaches positive infinity, may power of x ka sa denominator. So, 0. So, anong matitira? 4 minus 0, 4, over 2 plus 0, 2. 4 divided by 2, 2. So, the value of the limit is positive 2. Okay, next. Number 2. Limit of 2x squared minus x plus 5 over 4x cubed minus 1 as x approaches negative infinity. So, copy ko muna. Ang gagawin uli natin, rational algebraic expression. Tapos, approaching x sa negative infinity. I-multiply natin or i-divide natin both numerator and denominator by the highest power sa denominator, yung x cube, di ba? So, pwede ko ngayong i-multiply by 1 over x cube over 1 all over 1 over x cube. Or that also means dinidivide natin both numerator and denominator by x cube. So, distribute. So, magiging limit ng 2x squared divided by x cubed. So, may x to the first ka na lang. Diba? Cancel yung x squared. So, 2 over x minus x times 1 over x cubed. So, cancel yung x. May x squared ka na lang sa denominator. So, negative 1 over x squared. Plus 5 over x cubed. 5 over x cubed. And then, sa denominator, 4x cubed times 1 over x cubed. So, cancel yung x cubed. 4 na lang. Minus 1 times 1 over x cubed, 1 over x cubed. Limit as x approaches negative infinity. So, apply uli natin yung theorem. Ito. Basta pag may power of x ka sa denominator, tapos ang limit is nag-a-approach, yung x is nag-a-approach sa positive or negative infinity, 0 yon. So, ano yung may mga denominator, power of x sa denominator? Sa numerator, ito, 2 over x, 1 over x squared, 5x cubed. Sa denominator, 1 over x cubed. So, lahat yan, kapag kinuha mo yung limit as x approaches negative infinity, 0. Etong 4, constant lang yan. So, pag kinuha mo yung limit, constant pa rin na 4. So, bale, magiging 0 minus 0 plus 0 over 4 minus 0. E di 0 over 4 or 0. So, the value of the limit is 0. Okay, next, number 3. Limit of 1 plus 2x minus 3x to the 5th as x approaches positive infinity. Paano kapag hindi fraction? So, ganun pa rin kapag polynomial, wala siyang denominator, try nyong i-divide both numerator and denominator, this time by the highest power nung numerator lang. So, x to the 5th. So, bale 1 over x to the 5th all over 1 over x to the 5th. So, ito over 1 yan, di ba? So, pag dinistribute nyo, bale limit as x approaches positive infinity, 1 times 1 over x to the 5th, 1 over x to the 5th. Plus 2x times 1 over x to the 5th, bale cancel si x, 1 over x to the 4th na lang to. So, meron tayong 2 over x to the 4th. And then minus 3x to the 5th times 1 over x to the 5th, cancel yung x to the 5th, 3 na lang. Then 1 times 1 over x to the 5th, 1 over x to the 5th. Tapos, saka nyo i-apply yung limit theorems. So, lahat nung may mga power of x sa denominator, ang limit nyon is approaching 0. Tapos, yung constant retain si negative 3. So, bale, limit ng 1 over x to the 5th, 0. Limit ng 2 over x to the 4th, 0. Itong constant negative 3, limit pa rin yan is negative 3. And then yung 1 over x to the 5th, 0. Pero, check nyo, dahil nag-0 tayo sa denominator, anong ina-approach niya? I mean, nag-a-approach siya sa 0 through what? Positive or negative values? Diba, ano tayo? Approaching positive infinity sa x. So, approaching 0 to through positive values. Okay? So, kapag sinimplify natin, 0 plus 0 minus 3, negative 3 over 0 positive. So, based sa naturo ko sa inyo sa infinite limits, 'di ba kapag constant yung numerator, tapos yung denominator is nag-a-approach sa zero through positive or negative values, infinity yan. Infinite limit yan. Pero anong sign? Positive or negative? So, check nyo ngayon yung rule of division. Bale, negative sa numerator divided by positive sa denominator, negative divided by positive, negative. So, the answer is negative infinity. Okay, next, number 4. Limit of 2x cubed minus 100x plus 5 as x approaches positive infinity. So, polynomial lang din siya uli, parang sa problem number 3. So, ang gagawin uli natin is i-multiply natin or i-divide natin both numerator and denominator, ito over 1 lang yan, by the highest power nung x sa numerator, yung x cube. So, magmumultiply ako ng 1 over x cube sa numerator and 1 over x cube sa denominator. Distribute. So, magiging limit ng, eto, cancel mo na si x cube kay 2x cube, magiging 2 na lang siya. Then, minus 100x times 1 over x cube. So, cancel si x cube squared na lang. So, meron kang 100 over x squared. Then, plus 5 times 1 over x cube, 5 over x cube. Then, over 1 times 1 over x cube, 1 over x cube. Then, limit as x approaches positive infinity. Ayan, so, applying the theorem, so lahat ng may mga power of x sa denominator, ang magiging limit niyan is 0 as x approaches positive infinity. Tapos itong limit ng constant 2, 2 pa rin. So magiging 2 minus 0 plus 0 over 0. Pero dahil 0 yung denominator mo, check nyo kung approaching 0 through positive or negative values. Dahil x is approaching positive infinity, so dapat approaching 0 through positive values yan. So pag sinimplify natin, 2 minus 0 plus 0, 2 over 0, positive. So meron ulit tayong constant sa numerator, tapos approaching 0 yung denominator through positive values. Ibig sabihin, infinite limit yan. Pero anong sign? So check nyo, positive divided by positive, positive. Positive infinity. Okay, next. Number 5. For number 5, limit of the square root of x as x approaches positive infinity. So, square root of x, actually single term lang siya. Kapag nag-substitute ka ng infinity sa x, tapos in-square root mo, ibig sabihin, napakalaking value sa x. 999999999 dot. In-square root mo yon. Kahit in-square root mo yung 999, infinity pa rin yon, di ba? So, by common sense, ang sagot agad dito is positive infinity. So, hindi na natin di-divide kasi isang term lang siya eh. Unlike kasi dito sa polynomial, marami tayong terms. Okay? Kaya ginawa pa natin yung pag-divide both numerator and denominator by the highest exponent ng x. Okay? So, sige. Number 6 na tayo. Limit of the square root of 5 minus x as x approaches negative infinity. Ito, isang term lang tayo, tapos naka-square root. Sige, i-consider na lang natin na yung value ng x is approaching negative infinity. So, imagine ninyo, square root ng 5 minus napakalaking value, let's say negative 99999999999. So, magiging plus na to. Plus 9999999. Kasi negative infinity tayo eh. So, 5 plus 99999. Infinity yon, positive infinity. So, pag in-square root mo yung positive infinity, infinity pa rin. Positive infinity. Okay? Next, number 7. Paano kapag limit of 3x plus 1 over 2x minus 5 as x approaches positive infinity? So, ang gagawin nyo lang, i-divide natin both numerator and denominator by the highest power ng denominator sa x, 1. So, multiply ko by 1 over x, both numerator and denominator. Or it's just the same as dividing both numerator and denominator by x. So, magiging limit ng distribute, 3x times 1 over x, 3 na lang, plus 1 times 1 over x, 1 over x. Tapos sa baba, 2x times 1 over x, cancel si x, 2 na lang, minus 5 times 1 over x, 5 over x. Limit as x approaches positive infinity. So, yung may mga power of x, ang limit niyan is 0. Tapos yung mga constant, retained. So, therefore, we have 3 plus 0 over 2 minus 0. So, bale, 3 halves na lang. Okay. So, nakukuha niyo yung shortcut. Actually, may shortcut, di ba? Basta nakita nyo yung, kung pareho yung power ng numerator at denominator, highest exponent, automatic ang limit niyan is yung coefficient ng taas over coefficient ng leading term sa baba. Diba? Kung gusto niyo lang i-mental, okay, compute mentally. Okay, next, number 8. Limit of 5x squared minus 4x over 2x squared plus 3 as x approaches positive infinity. So, anong napansin? Pareho yung degree ng numerator sa denominator. By mental computation, 5 halves agad, di ba? Pero gagawin pa rin natin yung long method. So, i-multiply natin both numerator and denominator by the highest exponent ng denominator, which is x squared. Okay? So, di-divide natin by x squared, both numerator and denominator. Distribute. So, 5x squared times 1 over x squared, cancel si x squared, 5 na lang. Minus 4x times 1 over x squared, cancel si x. X to the first na lang. So, magiging 4 over x. Sa baba, 2x squared times 1 over x squared, cancel si x squared. So, 2 na lang, plus 3 times 1 over x squared, 1 over x squared. Then, limit as x approaches positive infinity. So, kapag kinuha nyo na yung limit niyan, lahat ng may mga power of x sa denominator, magzi-zero na yung limit. 3 pala to, no? 3. At tapos, yung mga constants retained. Yung limit ng constants is that same constant, diba? So, bale 5 minus 0 over 2 plus 0. So kaya magiging 5/2 na lang. So the value of the limits is 5/2. Okay, next. Number 9, limit of 3 over y plus 4 as y approaches negative infinity. Okay. So, anong napansin? Mas maliit yung degree ng numerator sa degree ng denominator. By observation, kasi to the y to the 0th power or constant lang yung 0 degree or constant lang yung numerator. Tapos yung denominator is y to the first. So kapag ganun yung case, expect nyo mazi-zero yan. Zero yung limit niyan. Pero kung gagamitin natin yung method, sige. Bale, i-multiply ko both numerator and denominator by 1 over y, right? Or divide by the highest power of y sa denominator. So magiging limit ng 3 times 1 over y, 3 over y all over. So y times 1 over y, cancel yung y, 1 na lang. Plus 4 times 1 over y, 4 over y. Limit as y approaches negative infinity. So kapag kinuha natin yung limit ng mga expression na may power of y sa denominator, 0 yon. Ito, tsaka ito. Tapos yung constant, ang limit niyan is 0. So kahit negative infinity positive or negative infinity man to, basta may power of y kayo sa denominator, 0 yon. So bale, ang magiging value is 0 over 1 plus 0, which is 0 over 1 or 0. Okay, pero by observation nga, so kung yung degree ng numerator is less than sa degree ng denominator, mazi-zero yung limit niyan. Okay, next. Number 10. Limit of 1 over x minus 12 as x approaches positive infinity. So, by observation uli, kasi constant yung numerator mo, 0th degree. Sa denominator mo is first degree. Mas mababa yung degree ng numerator sa degree ng denominator, 0. Pero kung gagamitin natin yung method, sige. Saan natin i-multiply both numerator and denominator by, divide natin by the highest power nung x sa denominator, which is x to the first. So, 1 over x, 1 over x. So, distribute 1 times 1 over x, 1 over x. All over x times 1 over x, cancel yung x, 1 na lang. Minus 12 times 1 over x, 12 over x. Then limit as x approaches positive infinity. So, dahil may mga power of x, kapag kinuha natin yung mga limit na expression na may power of x sa denominator, mazi-zero yun. Tapos yung constant, limit pa rin niya is that constant. So, bale, 0 over 1 minus 0. So, 0 over 1 or 0. Okay, next. 11, limit of x minus 2 over x squared plus 2x plus 1 as x approaches negative infinity. So, by observation, mas mababa na naman yung degree ng numerator sa degree ng denominator. 1 yung numerator, 2 yung denominator. 0 agad yan. Okay? Pero kung gagamitin natin yung long method, i-multiply ko both numerator and denominator by what? 1 over the highest power of x sa denominator, x squared. Okay, so magiging limit ng x times 1 over x squared, 1 over x na lang. Okay. Minus 2 times 1 over x squared, 2 over x squared. over distribute x squared times 1 over x squared, cancel yung x squared, 1 na lang, plus 2x times 1 over x, cancel yung x to the first na lang. So, bale 2 over x. Then, plus 1 times 1 over x squared, 1 over x squared. Limit as x approaches negative infinity. So, ganun uli. Lahat nung may mga power of x sa denominator, kapag kinuha niyo yung limit as x approaches negative infinity, 0. So, ito 0, ito 0, ito 0, ito 0. Tapos yung constant limit niyan is same pa rin na constant. So, 0 minus 0 over 1 plus 0 plus 0, 0 over 1 or 0 nga by observation. Okay? Kasi less than yung degree ng numerator sa degree ng denominator. Okay, next. Number 12. For number 12, limit of 5x squared plus 7 over 3x squared minus x as x approaches positive infinity. So, by observation, pareho yung degree ng numerator at denominator na second degree. So, automatic, ang limit niyan is yung coefficient ng leading term over the coefficient ng leading term sa numerator over the coefficient ng leading term sa denominator. 5/3. Pero kung long method natin, sige, i-multiply natin yan, both numerator and denominator by so 1 over the highest power of denominator, x cubed sa x, diba? 1 over x squared. X squared. So, i-multiply na natin, distribute. So, magiging limit ng 5x squared times 1 over x squared. Cancel yung x squared, 5 na lang. Plus 7 times 1 over x squared, 7 over x squared. Over 3x squared times 1 over x squared, cancel yung x squared, 3 na lang. Minus x times 1 over x squared, so cancel yung x, 1 over x to the first na lang. And then limit as x approaches positive infinity. So lahat ng may mga power of x sa denominator, kapag kinuha yung limit as x approaches positive infinity ay 0. Tapos yung mga constant, limit nyon is same pa rin na constant na yun. So dito sa 5, we have limit is 5, dito is 0, sa 3 limit is 3, minus dito 0. So matitira is 5 plus 0, 5 over 3 minus 0, 3. So 5/3. Okay, next. Number 13. Limit of 7 minus 6x to the 5th over x plus 3 as x approaches positive infinity. So anong napansin nyo ngayon? Mas mataas yung degree ng numerator sa degree ng denominator. Diba? 5 yung degree ng numerator, 1 yung degree ng denominator. So by observation, mag-i-infinite limit yan. Okay? Pero check nyo yung sign kasi naka-multiply si x to the 5th yung degree mo sa negative. Okay? Sige, para mas maano natin, ilong method natin. Ang gagawin nyo, di ba, i-multiply ko both numerator and denominator by the highest exponent ng denominator, x. So, 1 over x, 1 over x, or di-divide ko both numerator and denominator by the highest exponent ng denominator sa x, which is x to the first. So, magiging limit ng distribute 7 times 1 over x, 7 over x. minus 6x to the 5th times 1 over x. So, cancel yung x. 6x to the 4th na lang. Tapos sa baba, x times 1 over x cancel. So, 1 na lang. Plus 3 times 1 over x, 3 over x. And then limit as x approaches positive infinity. So, kapag kinuha natin yung mga limit nung expression na may power of x sa denominator, magzi-zero. Ito, yung 7 over x saka 3 over x. Tapos yung constant retain. Diba? Paano tong power of x? So, di ba magiging 0 minus 6. Paano pag power of x siya? Wala siyang denominator. As if nag-a-assign kayo ng malaking value. Positive infinity raised to the 4th over 1 plus 0. So, ang matitira, negative 6. Ito, hindi to number. Ang sabihin nito is napakalaking value raised to the 4th. Tapos, over 1 or simply negative 6. Tapos, infinity positive raised to the 4th. So, anong sagot dito? Ibig sabihin, napakalaking value neto, infinity. Kasi infinity na, tas na-raise mo pa sa 4th eh. Kaso, naka-time siya sa negative. So, negative infinity. Okay. Okay, or pwede nyo nga rin gawin is i-multiply nyo naman, pwede rin kasi sa i-divide nyo both numerator and denominator by highest power of x naman ng numerator. Yung x to the 5th. Okay lang din yun. So, magiging constant ka sa taas tapos approaching 0 sa denominator through positive values kasi magiging 1 over x to the 4th plus 3 over x to the 5th. Diba? So, bale, negative 6 over 0 positive. E di negative infinity. Diba? Okay, next. Number 14. Limit of 5 minus 2t cubed over t squared plus 1 as t approaches negative infinity. So, mas mataas uli yung numerator, degree ng numerator sa degree ng denominator. Anong may expect natin? Infinite limit yan. Okay, so i-multiply natin both numerator and denominator by the highest power of denominator, t. Or i-divide natin both numerator and denominator by the highest power of t sa denominator, squared, t squared. So, bale, 1 over t squared, 1 over t squared. Okay? Distribute. So, magiging limit ng 5 times 1 over t squared, 5 over t squared, minus 2t cubed times 1 over t squared. So, cancel itong t squared, t to the first ka na lang. So, minus 2t. Okay. Then, over t squared times 1 over t squared, cancel yung t squared, 1 na lang. Plus 1 times 1 over t squared, 1 over t squared. Then, limit as t approaches negative infinity. So, lahat ng mga power of lahat ng mga expression na may power of t sa denominator, ito, tsaka ito, ang limit niyan as t approaches negative infinity is 0. Okay? Tapos yung constant na 1, limit is 1. Ito namang t, so dahil approaching negative infinity tayo, pwede nyong i-assign napakalit na value approaching negative infinity. So, ito 0 na siya, minus 2. So, ito palitan ko ng let's say ng negative infinity. Ibig sabihin nito yung napakaliit na value approaching negative infinity. Tapos ito 1 plus ito 0. So, anong matitira? 0, wala na to. So, negative 2 times negative infinity over 1 plus 0, 1, or simply, negative 2 times negative infinity. So, ibig sabihin, kapag minultiply mo yung negative sa negative infinity, magiging positive infinity na yon. So, the limit is positive infinity. Okay, 14. Number 15. Limit of 6 minus t cubed over 7t cubed plus 3 as t approaches positive infinity. So, by observation, magkapareho yung degree ng numerator tsaka denominator. Parehong to the third power, di ba? So, check nyo lang, yung limit agad niyan is yung coefficient nung leading term sa numerator, negative 1, over yung coefficient nung leading term sa denominator, 7. Negative 1 over 7 or negative 1/7. Okay, pero kung ilolong method natin, sige, i-multiply ko ulit both numerator and denominator, or di-divide ko both numerator and denominator by the highest power nung t sa denominator, yung t cube. So, 1 over t cube, 1 over t cube. Distribute. So, 6 times 1 over t cube, 6 over t cube, minus t cube times 1 over t cube, cancel, si t cube, 1 na lang. Over 7t cube times 1 over t cube, cancel si t cube, 7 na lang. Plus 3 times 1 over t cube, 3 over t cube. Then limit as x approaches positive infinity. Yan. So, lahat nung may mga power of t sa denominator, kapag kinuha niyan limit as t approaches positive infinity, 0. And tapos yung mga constants, same value lang din nung limit nila. That same constant. So, negative 0 minus 1 over 7 plus 0. So, bale, 0 minus 1, negative 1, over 7 plus 0, 7. Or negative 1/7 nga. Okay, sige. Next pa, number 16. Limit of x plus 4x cubed over 1 minus x squared plus 7x cubed as x approaches negative infinity. Yan, by observation. Diba? Pareho ng degree yung numerator at denominator. 3. So, ang limit agad niyan is yung coefficient ng leading term sa numerator 4 over yung coefficient ng leading term sa denominator 7. For 7. Pero kung ilolong method, sige, papakita pa rin natin. I-multiply ko both numerator and denominator, or di-divide ko both numerator and denominator by the highest exponent nung x sa denominator, which is x cubed. So, 1 over x cubed, 1 over x cubed. Distribute. So, magiging limit ng x times 1 over x cubed. Okay, cancel si x. 1 over x squared na lang, right? Plus 4x cube times 1 over x cube, cancel sa x cube, 4 na lang. Over 1 times 1 over x cube, 1 over x cube. Then minus x squared times 1 over x cube, cancel si x squared, x to the first na lang. So minus 1 over x. Then plus 7x cube times 1 over x cube, cancel si x cube, 7 na lang. Then limit as x approaches negative infinity. So, lahat ng mga expression na may power of x sa denominator, pag kinuha mo yung limit nila as x approaches negative infinity, ito, di ba? Ito, tsaka ito, 0 yon ang limit. Tapos yung mga constants, ang limit pa rin nila is that same constant. So, matitira, so 0 plus 4 over 0 plus 0 plus 7. So, 0 plus 4, 4 over 0 plus 0 plus 7, 7. 4, 7. Okay? $16 na to. $17. Limit of the cube root of 2 plus 3x minus 5x squared over 1 plus 8x squared as x approaches positive infinity. Paano pag may cube root? Di ba pag may cube root, pwede mong ipasok yung limit or kahit na i-disregard nyo yung cube root, ganun pa rin, sa loob neto, sa loob ng cube root kayo magmumultiply ng, or magdi-divide ng highest exponent nung denominator. Diba? Isasama nyo lang kapag cube root dun sa last answer. Yung whatever is yung nakuhang yung limit dito sa loob. So, by observation, diba? By observation, pareho kasi yung degree ng numerator at denominator na squared, right? So, magiging ang limit lang neto, kung walang cube root disregarding the cube root, ito, yung coefficient ng leading term, negative 5, over yung coefficient nung denominator, leading term, 8. Negative 5/8. Saka nyo i-cube root. Okay, isasama nyo lang yung cube root. So, magiging, pwede nyo i-distribute yung cube root. Cube root ng 5, negative 5 over 8. Or ilagay nyo yung cube root dito. Yung negative, lagay nyo sa baba. Para pag kinuha nyo yung cube root ng negative 8, so dinistribute ko yung cube root cube root ng 5 over cube root ng negative 8, negative 2. So, pwedeng negative cube root of 5 over 2. Yun yung shortcut. Pero kung yung long method, sige. Kapag ni-long method natin, saan natin i-multiply? Sasamahan nyo lang din ng cube root yung yung pag-divide nyo by highest power of x sa denominator. So, instead na multiply nyo lang to by, sige, copy ko muna. Okay, so instead na i-multiply nyo lang to, both numerator and denominator by 1 over the highest exponent nung x sa denominator, x squared, i-cube root nyo rin. Kasi naka-cube root tayo. Yan. So dahil parehong index na tayo na cube root, pwede nyong ipasok nga ito sa loob. Or pag multiply nyo sila, ito tsaka ito, sa loob ng cube root. So magiging limit ng cube root of 2 plus 3x minus 5x squared over 1 plus 8x squared times 1 over x squared over 1 over x squared as x approaches positive infinity. So, limit ng cube root ng, so, didistribute nyo. 2 times 1 over x squared, 2 over x squared. Plus 3x times 1 over x squared, 3x. Diba? Minus 5x squared times 1 over x squared, negative 5. Cancel yung x squared. All over 1 times 1 over x squared, 1 over x squared. Plus 8x squared times 1 over x squared, 8. Tapos, saka nyo kukuhain yung limit nung pag may mga power of x uli sa denominator, limit nun as x approaches 0 from the right, as x approaches positive infinity is 0 by theorem, di ba? Tapos yung mga constant, retain nyo lang yung value pag kinuha nyo yung limit. So, magiging cube root ng 0 plus 0 minus 5 over 0 plus 8. Yan. So, cube root ng negative 5 over 8. So, pwede nyo gawing cube root ng 5 over cube root ng negative 8 kasi hindi natin makukuha yung cube root ng 5. So, sulat na lang natin as is, pero yung cube root ng negative 8, that's negative 2. So, pwedeng sulat nyo as negative cube root of 5 over 2. Next. 17. Sige, hanggang dito na lang muna guys. Tutuloy na lang natin. Wala na tayong oras. Magwa 1 hour na rin. So, nakasolve tayo ng 17 problems. Tuloy natin. Sige, let's have part 2. So, abangan nyo yung part 2 ng topic natin na to, which is limits at infinity. Okay, so subscribe nyo na lang ako sa YouTube ko, Engineered Math. Tapos click nyo yung notification bell para mano-notify kayo pag may uploaded video tutorials na naman tayo. So ililink ko na lang sa description yung mga past video tutorials natin for differential calculus. Pati yung pinaka-playlist na lang din ng differential calculus para mapanood nyo simula sa unang lesson hanggang sa dulong lesson nyo, yung mga video tutorials ko lahat for DiffCal. Para meron na kayong video tutorials playlist guide from our YouTube channel, Engineered Math, para sa buong subject nyo na differential calculus. Okay, so good luck sa mga nagtitake ng differential calculus. Kayang-kaya nyo yan. Aral lang kayo mabuti, solve kayo ng maraming problems, and i-binge watch nyo yung differential calculus playlist ko para makatulong sa inyo. Okay, sige, see you on my next video tutorial. Bye-bye!